Oh boy. Tire talk. Get a beer. All right, I know a lot of you want to hear me talk about tires. And I'm going to say this to start this out. Tires are so personal. And I think why people like my opinions on tires so much is because I'm a very passionate person. And I like to experiment. I've tried out all these different tires. And, tires are the one thing that should completely change the way your bike rides and how it feels. More than any other component on your bike, the tires will make the biggest difference. So as we're scouring through all the videos on YouTube, trying to get confirmation that the tires that we ride are the best tires. And I've done this before. We all do it. Everyone wants to get down in the comments. And I want you to get down in the comments. And I want to hear what your guys' favorite tire is. And I have new favorite tires. Hands down. These new Continentals are absolutely unreal. It took me a minute to get used to them. They're quite different than the Maxxis tires I normally ride. But now I've got 500 plus miles on them and I can't take them off. And apparently I'm not the only one. I've been trying to sell this brand new DHF Max Grip EXO for like 2 months now. And I can't even get $50 for it and it's brand new. And I made a short little edit, little 60-second reel explaining why I like these tires so much. Someone thinks, I guess the video was good enough for someone to think I'm sponsored. I'll go ahead and post the receipts to where I bought them from. I'd love it if Continental sponsored me. Hopefully they see this. I bought these tires with my own money. I just like these tires. Also, I love that Continental has come out and really put in some effort. Like, it seems like this is the first company, other than Schwalbe. Schwalbe puts in, obviously, that's all they do is mountain bike tires, or bicycle tires, rather. So that's their number one focus. And Continental's always had some, like, decent tires. I've ridden them in the past. Didn't love them, didn't hate them. They were just kind of like, yeah, Continental's not bad. On all my road bikes I've ever had, Continental GP 5000 on every single bike, all the time, no matter what. They make the best road tires, in my opinion, hands down. And now I think they make the best mountain bike tires. But why I like these tires so much is the amount of, like, there's a triangle. When you ask me what I look for in a tire, I'm looking for the triangle. There's a triangle of weight, rolling resistance, and grip. And it's trying to get the most well-balanced triangle you could possibly get. Like, you want lightweight, but not so lightweight, right, that it's flimsy and just folds around and when you hit corners. And you don't want it too light. You want it supportive. And you want the fastest tire you can possibly get, and you want the most traction you can possibly get. Weight, probably not so much with people that ride downhill. It's probably you could replace weight with support. But make your own triangle. My triangle is weight, rolling, and grip. These are like a perfect triangle for me. The weight is perfect on them. I'll tell you what I run right now. My go-to setup: Kyrptotal front, Enduro soft. Xynotal rear, trail endurance. So if you don't know, the trail Enduro DH is the casing, how much it weighs, how stiff the casing is. So it goes trail light, Enduro's middle, DH. And then compounds are endurance, which is hard, fast rolling, soft, fast rolling, good grip, and super soft, tons of grip. I have not ridden the super soft yet, and I really hope they make a super soft Enduro for the front for the summertime. But my daily, I feel like I could take this combo to Tamarack and ride the lifts, or I feel like I could ride this right from my house and just zip up and do like my normal rides I always do. They roll that good. And that's why I can't take these tires off. Like, I keep trying to find a reason to take them off and put my normal Maxxis setup back on, but every time I go ride, I feel so much more refreshed on my rides. They're easier to pedal. The rolling speed on them, when you're going through just kind of your flowy type trails, I mean, I barely feel like I have to put in any effort to keep up with my buddies that are on Maxxis tires. And they could be on Maxxis tires that like a Forecaster Recon or Dissector Recon, and they'll be pedaling through the flat sections, gaining speed, and I literally don't even have to pedal, and I will catch up to them. Like, they roll that good. Sorry, total rookie move, battery died. Rolling speed, they roll that good. Like, I just feel like I put in way less energy. They feel like, to me, these tires feel like a cheat code in terms of just rolling speed. Like, they roll like a borderline XC tire combo. Like, yeah, you can feel the weight a little bit climbing, but for these tires, if I would, like, I haven't weighed them, so I don't know exactly what they weigh, but they're claimed at 1040 and like 1140, something like that. If I were to guess what these tires weighed based on riding them, they feel like 900 grams. Like, I'm not even joking, but they also feel like they have way more support than a 900 gram tire. So that's first and foremost why I'm just absolutely in love with these things, and I just can't take them off. And the traction, like, it feels like an Assegai to me without the breakaway. It feels like just a tamed down Assegai in terms of it doesn't quite have the raw traction of an Assegai, but it's got tons of bite. It feels very predictable. It feels like a predictable Assegai, like almost in between like a DHR2 and an Assegai. That's what that front tire feels like to me. And I did make a video before when I had the trail crypto front on in the endurance compound. I didn't care for the endurance compound in the front. The soft is where it's at, 100%. I'll take the 100 gram weight penalty. I honestly cannot feel, being completely honest, I can't feel the 100 grams extra. I can't. Climbing, I'm no different. Descending, huge difference. Maxxis, I normally run 22 to 24 PSI in the front. I'm running 20. That's the biggest difference. At 22, this tire, even on hard pack, will tend to slide a little bit. When I put it down to 20, it is absolutely perfect. Still super supportive, zero issues. In the back, Maxxis, I run 26, 27. These tires, 24, 25. I've been running 25. So 20, 25. The reason why that gap is so big is because you have a thicker casing tire, or I have a thicker casing tire in the front than in the back. If the casings were the same, it'd probably be more like a 3 PSI difference, 2 to 3 PSI difference. But since this one is, a little bit thicker of a tire, and I can actually run it lower without it going all flimsy on me, I can run a bigger gap. If I were to go Enduro, I'd probably run 22 in the rear and 20 in the front. But yeah, support is amazing on these things. Super predictable. I have not had 500 miles riding loose, dry, nasty conditions, sandbox type, all the way to get really good right after it rained. And right after it rained, I mean, all tires feel good after that, but these were, boy. But yeah, everything in between, super predictable. I know exactly what these tires are doing under me at all times, no matter what. Xynotal on the back feels like a dissector aggressor mix, but rolls faster. It feels like it rolls damn near as fast as like a Rock Racer, which has been one of my favorite rear tires for a long time when the conditions are right. This feels like a Rock Racer, but it actually has braking. It feels like a semi-slick that hooks up pedaling uphill, and it actually hooks up on braking. It's literally a unicorn tire. Yeah, not to mention, I think the logos look way better. I much prefer the orange Continental logos to the ugly yellow Maxxis. Like, these just look classy. And two on the other side, it's all the same color, orange all the way around. Whereas Maxxis, you get the white and the orange and the yellow and like all this stuff's going on, and one side of the tire has like more logos than the other side of the tire, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm just over Maxxis. Like, they're great tires. I'm not here to talk shit on them, but like, I like being different, and every person that rides mountain bikes has Maxxis tires, which is strange because no one will buy my DHF. I don't know. Also, I have like another set. If anyone needs these, I have a 2.3 Aggressor and a Max Terra DHF that like have like 4 rides on them, and I don't even want to ride them anymore. So if you want them, let me know. I'm that serious. I'm giving away tires here for free and like good deals on brand new ones, and no one freaking wants them. That's because we all want these. I'm telling you. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. These Contis are the shit. And I can't wait to get this Kyrptotal rear on the back for lift season. I think that's where lifting, you might want a little bit more than the Xynotal in the rear, and that's where I just go Kyrpto front and rear. Be done with it. I'd probably go super soft if you're like really gravity oriented. But if you want to kind of do all, I'd go soft or soft endurance. I think the endurance is going to be fine for me. I don't ride super aggressively. I would gladly take a little bit more rolling speed and be slightly more cautious on a corner. That's just the way I like to ride. It's usually a little bit faster that way for the trails around here. So that's my thought process. But yeah, I know a lot of you, in all seriousness, I know a lot of you really wanted to know my thoughts on these tires, and a lot of people have been asking if I've tried that new Schwalbe Tacky Chan. And I will eventually, but until these tires give me a reason to take them off, they are not coming off my bike, period. They're that good. And I am not sponsored. I have nothing to do with Continental. I have nothing. But I've found my new tires, and these are them. These are going to be on every bike I own from here on out until there's something wrong with them, or until they maybe make something new, because I'm into them that much. I think they're the shit, and they're everything that I want in a tire for my type of terrain. So just be careful. Don't, just because I'm in love with them doesn't mean you're gonna love them. I'm not telling anybody to go ride these tires. I'm just telling you my experience and why I like them. You can do with that what you will. Don't go buy these tires and say, Dustin, you told me these tires were so sick and I hate them. I'm not here for that. I'm here because you guys genuinely care about my opinions on these tires, and I'm going to give them to you. And don't yell at me if you don't like them. That's really all I got for you. This might be the last tire video for a while, because until there'll be another one when they get the super soft Kyrpto front. I'm going to be all about that. And until then, this is it. Game over for me. There will be no more Maxxis tires on my bike as long as these tires are out there. I do want to touch on one more thing, because actually someone brought up a good point. The first run of these tires that I had did say made in Germany, and these ones do say made in China. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Made in China. Honestly, I don't care. They're perfectly straight. Zero wobbles. Someone had mentioned that they had some that had China on them, and they've had the ones in Germany, and then they said that they tried the ones in China, or made from China, and I have ridden them both, and I can't tell the difference. There were claims that the ones that were made in China aren't made as well. I have no idea. All I know is I love them, and they're perfect. They spin perfectly. Zero issues. Absolutely zero issues. And they don't show hardly any wear. The rear is showing just slight bit of wear. And 500 miles on a Maxxis tire, that thing would be shredding by now. There's no way I could get, even on a dual compound, there's no way I could get 500 miles and have it still look almost brand new. So, faster rolling, grip is as good, if not better. Weight is probably as good or better. Their weights, I mean, this thing weighs way less than a Max or a EXO Max Grip Assegai Plus. I can't even remember what they're called anymore. But yeah, this is lighter than an Assegai EXO Plus. So better weight, better traction. Traction is, I have no way of measuring that. I feel more confident on these. And the rolling speed. These will outroll any Maxxis setup, period. Every time I get back on a bike, when I went back to Maxxis after these, they just feel so sluggish and slow. Great grip, but they just feel slow and sluggish, and these feel zippy and sporty. That's the best way I can put it. These tires feel sporty. They feel like a sports car tire, and that's why I love them so much. It's got that just sporty, racy, whatever term you want to put in there. These are the ones. I'm sold. 100% sold. So there you have it. These are my new tires. Thanks for tuning in.